morning, how are you? It is Wednesday, March 26th, and I'm on the square again, and as you can see, the weather is very nice. We've had some really bad weather, especially not so much in Galicia as well, but it's more grayish and rainish. But in the central of Spain and towards the eastern part and southern part, it's been a lot of rain, and we've had a lot of flooding. So I've seen on the forum that there's been several posts from people walking that have found places that were a bit dangerous. So I'll put a link in the description below in the YouTube video to the section of the forum where people write these alerts. If you're about to leave, it may be a good idea just to scan through it to see where things have been affected. I think it's died down a little bit now. The last few weeks has been tough, but it's the weather has become better, I think, also in the rest of Spain. In Galicia it turned 2 days ago. We were having a lot of rain, and one rainstorm after the other coming in from the Atlantic, but it's kind of changed a little bit now, so I'm hoping that it looks like, at least in the weather report, it's for the next 5, 6, 7, 8 days it's going to be nice. So yeah, have a look at the alert section if you're about to leave. I think the biggest problem is flooding, so it's rivers, river crossings, things like that. You might find that bridges have been damaged and things like that, but have a look at that section. I think the next few days, hopefully that should get better as the weather gets better. The thing is though that it gets warmer now, so the snow is melting. That doesn't help either with the rivers, but anyway, I'll link below and have a look at the forum. What else is going on? Pilgrim numbers. I looked at the numbers yesterday, and I think we're just over 15,000 Compostelas for the year. I think for the first time that I've seen this year, we're actually down compared to last year. We're down about 6 or 7% since last year, because looking at the numbers, I'll see if I can put up a graphic here on the side. Looking at the number, you could see that last year, we had a few days with a lot of pilgrims, over 1,200 one day, and this year we haven't had those big spikes, so that makes the total number, if you compare the 2 years, we're a little bit behind this year, but it's still early on, so we don't really know what that means for the rest of the year, but still, the number is what it is. What else? A few just new things that have happened in Santiago probably since last time you were here, if you have been here before. There's a new grocery store open up in Old Town, which is very nice for the people that live here. And the good thing about it, it's open on Sundays as well, which is great, and it's open late. So for those that live here, I think it's a good thing, and also for the people that visit, I think now you can get groceries and some basic stuff on a Sunday as well. I'll see if I can put up a video next to me here, because I did walk down to it. I was going to add it to my video for last week, but I didn't. I forgot about it, so I'll do it this week. So I think in this video you'll see some rain and some gray skies, but it's located, if you walk down from Plaza Cervantes down towards, let's say, Plaza Galicia, down towards the train station, that direction. You'll walk by the last stamp, the albergue, and then you walk by the panaderia, you know, the bakery, and then on your left you'll have the new Carrefour. It's a little store. It's a small store. It's not a very big one, and the reason they made it small, I think on purpose, because if it's a big one, you cannot open on Sundays. Then it's a grocery store, and it's not allowed to open on Sundays. But if you make it small enough, it's more like a kiosk, and then the kiosks can open on Sundays as well. As you can see, I think they're open till 10 in the winter and open till 11 or 10:30 or something like that in the summer, 7 days a week. So that's good. What else? I get some questions sometimes. Do you have Uber in Santiago? And we don't. and I haven't seen any movement. I think many other cities in Spain have Uber, but we don't have it here in Santiago yet. But we have something similar. It's called Cabify. That they just started up. So for those of you interested in those kind of services, it's what it is. It's like an app where you can call for a taxi. You know, it's like a taxi service, but you use an app and you tell people where you are, and then the driver comes to that location where you are located and picks you up. There was a thing in the paper the other day saying, comparing the prices to it with a normal taxi, comparing the Cabify service with a normal taxi, and it seems like to the airport they're competitive, but to other places around Santiago they're expensive. So if you're on the budget, you might be better off taking a taxi or even the bus if you go to the airport. So yesterday on my way to work, I walked by the Pilgrim's office about 9:25. I think they open at 9:30. And I made a little video just as I was walking by, just to see what the vibe was down there. And as you could see in the video, maybe 8-9 Pilgrims waiting 5 minutes before they open. So even though the numbers of Compostelas are increasing as the weather gets better, there's no chaos, there's no stress about getting your Compostelas. As I've said many times before, even in the summer, last summer, getting a Compostela is not a big deal. There's no lines, it's very short wait, maybe 10-15 minutes at the most in the summer. Now in the semi-spring, winter, it's no issue. And then I walked further along, and as you could see, the Parador is still, you have it over there, it's still under construction. Well, not under construction, they're fixing it up. On the side there, you can't see it from here, where the Parador meets the cathedral, there's a pathway over there. They're still doing some digging in the street there, and I think they're doing scaffolding on this side first, and then probably when they're done with that, they're doing the other side. But there's a lot of people working on it, so it seems like they're doing good progress. Hopefully shouldn't bother pilgrims in the summer. Hopefully they'll be done with the outside soon. I haven't set any dates yet, but with the amount of people that are working on that, it should be hopefully very quick. So I have one idea that I was thinking of doing some more of in these videos, and that is visiting some restaurants. So I'm thinking about maybe doing once in a while visiting a restaurant here in Santiago to give you some ideas of what it looks like, what the menu's like, what the food is like. I'm not a food critic, so I don't expect anything big things, but just to show you like a little bit of what Santiago has to offer restaurant-wise. So if you have suggestions to places that I should go, let me know in the comments, and I'll check that out. So I think with that, I'll leave it. I'll make a little walk back to my office, as I usually do. And with that, I hope things are good where you are. Stay safe. See you soon in Santiago. Ciao, ciao.
I'll have a look around. Lo famoso.